For a very long time, there has been a cautionary tale about a hollow magician. It's said that he was talented in many types of magic, and he especially adored card tricks. The act of making a card disappear, then reappear in the strangest of places, or to make the Joker come to life. He knew all sorts of card tricks. He knew every twist and turn there was in magic. But no matter how clever or unbelievable his card tricks were, he never attracted an audience. Nobody looked at him. So the magician decided to practice more difficult and dangerous magic, such as escaping from a box before swords pierced him, or making lethal animals appear from his hat. He risked his life each and every time he performed these magic tricks, but he was still unable to attract an audience. Filled with despair, the magician practiced magic more and more to make himself hollow, so that he would be empty. He would no longer have to feel those bad emotions. He wouldn't feel sad that no one was watching him. He wouldn't feel angry at himself for not being interesting enough to watch. He wouldn't feel anything at all. And because of this, he could perform with all his might without a care in the world. And so, he became the hollow magician. As the days passed, the magician traveled to many places, performing all sorts of magic, including his favorite card tricks. However, as he continued to perform, he began to question why he was performing in the first place. That happiness and drive from performing for people was gone. He realized that he was now performing out of routine, not because he wanted to. When he had become hollow, he had lost all the best emotions too, like happiness and courage. The magician desperately tried to reverse the magic on himself, but he was unable to do so. He pleaded with others talented in magic to help him, but no one knew how to reverse such dark magic. But during his search for help, the magician learned that he was able to feed on the emotions of others with a simple touch. If he saw someone laughing in joy, he could touch them and steal their joy, but these emotions were fleeting. Just like how a meal only keeps a person full for so long, the magician soon became empty again. As the magician traveled, he stopped performing magic and focused on stealing emotions from people. Happiness, pride, hope, inspiration, those were his favorite emotions. When he accidentally took sadness from someone, he was reminded of why he made himself hollow in the first place. But as awful as sadness felt, the magician would have chosen to feel it 1,000 times over instead of feeling nothing at all. One day, the hollow magician came across another magician, a young girl who was performing card tricks. The hollow magician couldn't help but think of himself when he saw her. He used to perform card tricks. They were his favorite, and just like him, this young girl was unable to attract an audience. "You won't attract an audience with card tricks," the hollow magician told her. "You should try something else." The girl looked at him and said, "You're the hollow magician, aren't you?" He was surprised. He didn't know his story had traveled around. "Take my hand," the girl said. "If you do, you'll see that I'm feeling so much joy right now, I couldn't be happier." "Why?" the hollow magician questioned. "You don't have an audience. Everybody's walking by you without even looking at you." The girl smiled. "Because I'm performing for myself too. I'm happy because I'm doing what I love, card tricks. Your audience can be yourself, and if you are satisfied, who cares what others think?" The hollow magician wondered if the girl was wise or naive. Either way, he didn't take her hand. She shuffled the cards, then asked him, "Would you like to see a magic trick?" He didn't answer, but he stayed and watched. She performed various card tricks, all of which he was familiar with. He gave her advice and tips, sharing many of the little things he had learned from his travels. There was another way to shuffle the cards faster, another way to make the king disappear, another way to make the cards float. After this, it's said the hollow magician began performing his card tricks again in hope of his emotions returning on their own. It's unknown if they ever did.